right now we better get into that Skrilla documentary, story of Skrilla. Yeah. Anyway, the story of Skrilla. I've been asking y'all for a rappermentary on Skrilla because I don't know nothing about Buddy. I just know he's the king of Kensington. He's a tweaker amongst the tweakers. That is an accolade, by the way. Anyway, this is gonna be a little longer video, man. For all the people that like the hour-long videos, I appreciate you. I like doing them because the music be cool, but the rappermentaries, they're my favorites to do. So if y'all like them, leave a like. Yo, it's your boy Snor's getting to it. These my learning glasses.
This was an Irish mob from Kensington. It was born, live, die in Kensington. Born, live, die in Kensington. I switched it up like born, live, gambling my life in Kensington, selling dogs. No, underworld. This, bro, look at this shit, bro. We in the underworld, bro, for real, bro. We in the underworld, bro.
Can you explain? Because I feel like a lot of people are like, what is this?
Yeah, that's my real life, though. That's my real life. That's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice for what I want.
What did you sacrifice to go ahead for?
I can't talk about that too much, though.
Blessings.
Yeah, blessings.
They're saying blessings.
Zombieland, Kensington to be exact, though, Kensington.
Now, with that many clicks around, that's a $100,000 block. Ooh wee! I know the trap booming, like 2, 3, booming.
And you go book us down the chain like what the like get your get back. Get your stick back, get your lick back, get your get back. You think I talk about trapping in the booth? I'm a dope dealer, dope saying can't even shake my man hands cause bitch I got dope fame.
Skrilla emerged at a time when rap music in Philly was at its lowest. Some of the old guards were aging and fading out. The new generation was leaning more towards drill rappers like Lil Bucks and Poundside Pop. By the end of this video, you'll understand the buzz around Skrilla, his music, his image, and ultimately how he survived the final fate of more and more drill rappers being targeted. Skrilla, however, wants to distinguish himself from a drill rapper.
Yeah, they thought I was dead. What the? What's up, bloody? What's up, brother?
Bleeding, brother.
Bleeding, brother.
What's bleeding, man? Man, they got the members in there. They got the members in there.
This day, shorty.
Yo, they trying to say my man got hit, yo. Yo.
The fuck, I bought a soul, got 2 for 1. Man, the henchman, being the henchman, made the shoot around with the gun, saw with my eyes. They done try to take my soul, so ain't the goal. I don't know why I goon gave a rude awake, but I'm awoke. Tryna Troy Pie, my Lorraine Lou, risky road. You believe just what you see, but don't believe just what you told.
No. Yo, this is a real rappermentary, man. Shout out to my boy American Confidential, man. He #1 source of Philly anything. The streets, anything. He #1 source. Is very detailed. I like when they detailed, man. It gets me the knowledge of the rapper. Now when I go back into the music, I got a better understanding, you know, of what he talking about. I be having to do research on the fly. Nah, I don't like that. We like to get real gritty with our research. Real gritty. Real in the mud, like you heard? Yeah.
On April 18th, 2024, Skrilla went on a No Jumper podcast to tell his story. The interview hit the lid as No Jumper has fallen off over the years and their videos get way less views than they used to. But Skrilla's interview currently sits at well over 500,000 views. The best video, numbers wise, No Jumper has produced in a few years. This interview provides a raw and unfiltered look at Skrilla's life and the environment that shaped him. While his music is gaining traction, his personal struggles with addiction and navigating the industry are evident. Although his future is uncertain, his talent is undeniable. The interview with Adam 22 also sheds light on the dire situation in the Kensington section of Philadelphia, helping viewers to confront the realities of the opioid epidemic. Once a factory neighborhood, Kensington became a hub for illegal drug activity in the 1970s as deindustrialization spurred an exodus of employers.
It didn't change not one bit. You go to Philly right now, it's like that. It is like how you see it. I would say I would want to go over there, but I know they ain't got no good eats. Ain't no sense to me even thinking about going over there. I am only in y'all city for the good eats. Trust. I ain't in y'all city to see the hood. You seen the hood in Atlanta, you seen the hood in LA, you seen the hood in Houston, and you seen the hood in the Midwest somewhere. Boy, you ain't seen them all. They all the same. They all the same, no count. Yeah, we ain't Tommy G. Tommy G, I don't know. I think he be getting all them people, man. No way these folks letting you pull up for the free ski knowing you about to make a killing. I think that's what a part of my problem. I think I just gotta book people, man, to get their time. But I be trying to get it off the scrum. Fuck with me.
By the late 1990s and early 2000s, while prescription opioid abuse surged nationwide, Kensington gained notoriety for its high-quality heroin.
So what is heroin, and why is it taking over our young people? Is it expensive? Is it difficult to get? To answer those questions, we came here to Philadelphia, where the heroin is among the purest in the nation, and the supply is plentiful.
Hey, heroin, hey. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I went to the hospital like a little second ago. But anyway, I was in pain, gang. I was in pain, right? So look, I'm in there playing with the lady and stuff. Yeah, I need me 2 perk 30s. I kept asking for perks. Can I get some perks? Can I get some perks? So eventually they came back in the room with some morphine. I'll tell you something. That's the low level form of opiates. Hey! Lowest level of opiates, right? That shit felt good. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. It's like it's a whole body high. And I was like in a happy place, nigga. Like I was happy as hell, making jokes and shit. In pain. Well, was in pain. I say all that to get to this point here. If that's what the morphine had me doing, I just know the heroin would go crazy. I know the heroin have niggas on that.
Day morning in North Philadelphia, the Kensington neighborhood is hopping with...
Philadelphia faces a severe overdose crisis, with over 1,200 unintentional fatal overdoses in 2021, a 5% increase from 2020. The city's drug supply is increasingly dangerous due to the prevalence of fentanyl, often mixed with xylazine or tranq, leading to major health problems and complicating overdose reversals. Skrilla, born Jamel Edwards, bounced around Philly growing up, but claims Kensington as his home turf. Skrilla has made his identity about drug addiction, Zombieland, and Kensington. He has revealed in interviews that he had a stable family life growing up with a quote, real good mom and a real good dad, who went to college and instilled the importance of education and sports in him.
What were your parents on? They were normal people?
I got a real good dad and a real good mom.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't even know that though, bro. You know it's different too. You got a father in your life too. My pop and my mother, they both coming. You know, a lot of people don't got their mother and their father in their life. The judge looked at me different type of way.
How your parents feel about where you're at right now?
I know they happy, but like they don't like. They're more focused on me being I don't even know how to explain it. Like this is considered bad to them. Not to my mom. My pop really wants me to be like a lawyer and type shit though. Like my pop, a real good pop. Like he really like on my ass to, you know what I'm saying?
You still got hope that you can just be a normal person?
Yeah.
Do you have that hope, or do you feel like you're already like you're just either gonna be a rapper or a criminal?
I ain't.
So what led you with the dog food addicts, gang? If you got a real good mom and a real good dad, why you dealing with the crack smokers, man? Why you dealing with the tweakers? Why do I feel like you's a tweaker? He didn't say they was rich, huh? And that's what I'm confusing what he said to be, what I thought it to be the whole time. He said they was real good, not real rich. Nice enough, his mama support him. His dad probably don't support him, but boy, he bringing in the meals.
The criminal, but I'm already burnt out though. Like I'm already burnt.
You don't think you can handle being a lawyer?
Hell no.
That's a very different lifestyle.
Hell no. My father was really on my ass. I was really good at basketball, so my pop made sure that I played AAU. I done traveled around the world playing basketball when I was younger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every trophy I ever got is an MVP trophy. Like I was really good in basketball. But somehow though, like the streets just got to me though at an early age.
He excelled in basketball, earning MVP trophies and traveling for games. He loved to play Madden and was often caught wearing Abercrombie and Fitch. However, despite the supportive home environment, Skrilla was drawn to the streets at an early age. Despite his parents' best efforts to keep him on a positive path, the lure of quick money and a sense of belonging he found in
He don't look like the same nigga, bro. I swear.
the streets grew stronger than basketball. Skrilla admits that not having the material possessions he desired fueled his decision to pursue a life of selling and using drugs. According to Skrilla, selling drugs was almost a rite of passage for kids in the neighborhood. Once you come outside down Kensington, he says, he would tell his mom he was going to the park just to go find some trouble to get into or to trap. This suggests that the drug dealing was so ingrained in the community that it was practically unavoidable for young people growing up there. Skrilla states that there was nothing they could do to change the course of his life, showing the powerful grip that the environment had on him.
That shit was fun, bro. I enjoyed myself growing up, bro. I had the best time of my life when I was young. Everybody was trapping with my age. That was 13, 12, 13, 14, 15. Everybody was young, and it was way more money back then. It was way more money, and back then we were selling dimes. It wasn't nicks anymore. It was dimes.
So selling drugs was just like automatic from what age?
Yeah. Like once you jump off the porch, once you come outside down Kensington, like once your parents let you go outside, even if you get a second to go outside, if you tell your mom like, yo, I'm about to go to the park. If you're going outside, you're going to trap.
Really?
Yeah, and by the time you go in with some money.
Because you were balancing selling drugs and basketball at one point?
No, I just gave it up.
Oh, okay.
I just gave it up. But not having the shit that I wanted. Not having the shit that I wanted, the shit I really wanted though. Like, and I knew how I could get it though, and that's just, you know what I mean?
Right.
You feel me?
But so did your parents like really try to rein you in when you were starting to get in trouble and shit, or?
Yeah, that shit wasn't. It wasn't nothing that they could do. Like that shit just was what it was. That was what it was.
Skrilla began his rap career somewhat accidentally, inspired by a friend and fellow rapper from his neighborhood, Rico Havoc. He never initially envisioned himself as a rapper. But after witnessing Rico's success, Skrilla decided to give it a try.
Okay, but did you always think that maybe you were going to try rapping, or when did that become a thing?
I'm telling you, it's always the niggas that really don't want to rap for real that start rapping and goddamn go crazy with the shit. It was never on their mind, but now, you know, they get in the booth one or two times and they make a hit. Man.
I never thought I would have been a rapper, bro. You ever heard of Rico Havoc?
No.
Nah, he an artist though from Philadelphia though. Like he blew up though real fast though. Like after Meek and Uzi and all that, he was probably kind of like the next though. He just fell off though. I'm not gonna say he fell off though. He just took a break and got too comfortable though. That's like my brother. Like we actually grew up together. I hung around him when I was a kid. We actually grew up together. He's one of the biggest artists in Philly. Out of nowhere, I'm just like, man, let me just try to rap. Let me just give it a try. I went to the studio, made my first song, and the engineer that I was paying to record me, he was like, bro, I don't want your money, bro. I want you to finish making this song, bro. And he was like, bro, you don't gotta pay me for no time. I was young too. He like, just make this song for me, bro. And I finished the song. It was a song called Dog Food, Skrilla Dog Food. That's probably one of my best songs I ever dropped ever in my life. Then that was my first song.
He primarily listened to Meek Mill, as did everyone in Philly, but his deeper musical influences were artists like Future, Young Thug, Kodak Black, and Chief.
Serving out the Toyota, chopping out the Motorola. I need that drop top bush. I need like 4-5 horse. Fuck that. My little best friend out of Puerto Rico. I'm fresh and right out of the slammer. Selling that Hannah Montana. Cops keep on pulling me over. They lucky I ain't had my blummer. They lucky I ain't had my blummer. I ride around with my hammer. Trap phone be making me busy. I'm trying to check it to send me. Bitch wanna fuck pull a Remy. I went the car with the Hemi. Dog four, left and way. Tippy nugget, ain't no Chick-fil-A. I bugger it up with the cash. I told my bitch through the math. Ain't no subtracting, just odd. I had to live for the guys. I had to live for the guys. I had to run in your stash. I had to take the whole bag. I had to blow it at size. Dog four, Scooby snacks, I thump.
Keef. These artists, known for their street narratives and distinct styles, likely shaped Skrilla's own approach to music. Speaking of Meek, Skrilla has made his feelings about Meek very clear. Skrilla respects Meek Mill for his significant impact on the Philly rap scene and his mainstream success, considering him the quote, president of Philly when it comes to street rap. He grew up listening to Meek, and he acknowledges that basically if you from Philly, you probably listen to Meek growing up. And he recognizes that Meek Mill broke barriers for rappers from Philly, achieving unprecedented success, and he changed laws and all that type shit, he says. Despite this respect, Skrilla doesn't feel Meek has offered him any particular guidance or support and doesn't see him as a quote, big bro type figure, claiming that Meek nor anybody really gave him any type of game. Skrilla believes that Philly's not like that, fostering an every man for himself mentality where rappers appear unlikely to help each other. Skrilla also has reservations about Meek Mill's current status in Philly's rap scene and suggests that Philly may have turned on Meek. I don't know why Philly don't fuck with Cuz no more, he said. We be on some weird shit sometimes. Philly just wants to bring everybody down sometimes, Skrilla was quoted as saying. Overall, Skrilla respects Meek Mill's accomplishments, but also feels a sense of detachment and an awareness of the limitations of Meek's ability to truly help someone besides maybe a shout out. He admires Meek Mill's achievements, but doesn't see him as a direct influence or guiding figure in his own career. Skrilla often incorporates what he calls moody instrumentals into his music.
The devil saved me. Cut his throat, bitch, he a chicken head. With my gangsters and my thugs, bitch, I ain't got no friend. Kicked up. Flowing through the hood, ain't no tent, this a fishbowl. Finding Nemo, you can't find that boy like Waldo. Serving cutties, got the block high. I been trapping out the crib, I'm in this bitch like Pop-Pop. Uncle Sam, chip it up. Whole bag of potato chips, they gotta zip it up. That's a body.
These sounds, reminiscent of horror movie soundtracks, add a layer of eerie atmosphere to his tracks, further enhancing the dark and unsettling vibes he gives off. His music often amplifies the darkness of his sound, featuring imagery like burning trash cans, dilapidated buildings, scenes of drug use, which visually represents the bleakness he describes in his lyrics. The cover art for his album, Zombie Love, Kensington Paradise, also embodies this aesthetic, depicting a chaotic scene, vultures, a masked Skrilla, and graffiti, evoking a sense of unease. The dark sound he presents is not merely an artistic choice, it's an extension of his lived experiences, according to him, and a reflection of the environment that shaped him. Skrilla's assertion that he originated this dark sound has sparked controversy, particularly with another Philly rapper, OT7 Kwani. Skrilla alleges that Kwani copied his style after hearing his unreleased music.
I noticed that you were saying that you invented the dark music in Philly, and that was the origin of you guys having issues with each other, right? He was claiming it?
Yeah, I don't even really like to talk about this shit though with me and Kwani though, cause like it's just a lot of little nut shit though. But like my entourage and his entourage, you know what I'm saying?
Street shit, yeah.
But at the beginning, me and Kwani was cool, but like Kwani alright though, bro. But Kwani not. Kwani just a bitch, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Kwani a bitch. That's just what it is, bro. He cool and all though, bro, but he just do little shit that bitches do though. Like, you feel me? Matter of fact, Kwani's just a bitch, bro.
I keep thinking you're gonna try to clean it up here, but
yeah, I ain't want to pull his card though. But Kwani a bitch, bro. Kwani ain't never took no piss. Kwani ain't never do nothing. Kwani's a bitch, bro. That's this is that. I don't even want to talk about it no more though, bro.
Damn.
He's just a bitch. That's just what it is.
Music.
And I ain't never even stamped it now, but it's stamped now though. That's what it is. I fuck with certain people that be around him, bro, but Kwani know he not like that, bro. And the people that's around him know he's not like that, bro. He's a rapper. He a rapper. Kwani's a rapper.
He said that you started rapping on OT7 Kwani type beats.
My videographer, I fuck with Ish though. He cool and all that though. But my videographer listens to all my unreleased music and he goes back and tells him, yo, bro, Skrilla did this type beat. Yo, you should try to do this. You should try to do this. He start trying to rap like me.
Oh shit.
He's doing all the same type beats. He's starting to find all the producers. Yo, I ain't even one of them though, bro. Next question, bro. I ain't even one of them though, bro.
Kwani really a bitch. What the fuck? Oh my God, bro. Damn, I wish I could see him when it's just me and him one-on-one, bro. Like, I wish I could see it, bro.
You think you could have a fade and then be cool again?
He's not going to want to have no fade with me, bro.
This dispute just goes to show the competitive nature of the Philly rap scene and the importance of originality and authenticity within the rap and hip-hop culture. I go over this whole situation in my Skrilla Kwani Beef Explained video.
Oh, we got to see that. We gotta see that.
After I dropped your interview, Kwani hit me up mad as saying that interview gonna get people hurt.
Me and Kwani cool. Me and Kwani, that shit.
You squashed it? Well, that's good. That's good for the future of Philly right there.
Yeah.
You might be trolling me, but you know.
No. We cool.
You squashed it? How did that happen?
We just talk. We cool though.
That's good though. That's good for the future of Philly for sure.
For sure, I might have him on my album, my next album I drop.
Damn.
As Skrilla continues to gain recognition, it will be interesting to see how he evolves his sound and whether the darkness that defines his music. Lil Wayne and Lil Uzi, who have spoken about drug use and its influence on their music, he draws a parallel between their experiences, saying that the inspiration for some of his popular songs came while he was high as shit. So he feels like the music and drugs go together, which is a dangerous combination. He often refers to himself as a zombie and his neighborhood as Zombie Land, like I just said. This persona is so intertwined with his music that it's hard to tell if it's a character or not. Skrilla describes the drug use in Zombie Land as being so prevalent that it's like a sport. He says that growing up, quote, every block was open back then for trapping, and it was basically heavily normalized. Skrilla said that the drug of choice in Zombieland has changed over the years. What used to be a place where people primarily use heroin and cocaine has now become overrun by trank. Religion, or at least the mystery of it, is heavily present in Skrilla's persona. Skrilla identifies as Santo, a practitioner of Palo, an Afro-Cuban religion with roots in Central Africa. When asked to explain what being a Santo entails, he mentions sacrifice and gods and all that shit, highlighting the religion's emphasis on ritualistic offerings He confirms that he has participated in animal sacrifice, including goats, chicken, and mice. However, Skrilla becomes evasive when pressed for further details, claiming, quote, "I'm not allowed to explain it how you want me to explain it," he says. He encouraged the people asking to do their own research, but warns that simply Googling it won't provide a comprehensive understanding of the complex religion.
I did my little research. I got lost. On the way to the research. All I'm gonna get to is this. Skrilla is right. Cause Googling ain't gonna give you the answers, B. It's not gonna get you the answers, way. Yep.
Mention your religion. What religion exactly do you represent?
I'm a Santo. I do Palo.
What's that mean exactly?
Like all that sacrificing goats and all that shit. That shit not just for like that's real life. You
sacrificed a goat.
You seen that shit, bro? That's real life, bro.
Really?
I sacrifice goats, chickens, mice. Like I do shit for certain shit though. Like I'm not allowed to explain it how you want me to explain it. I think how you want me to explain it, but yeah.
Well, I can do my research. That's interesting.
It ain't even gonna. You're not even gonna find it like
hard
that.
to Google.
You could Google it, but it ain't gonna explain. It's like it's. You could try to do your research though, and let me know what you find out though, bro.
Palo is known for its secrecy and emphasis on personal experience. Skrilla's reluctance to divulge details about his religion aligns perfectly with this aspect of the faith. His statements that shit's real life, bro, suggests that Palo plays a significant role in his worldview and may even inform some of the themes and imagery in his music.
And then 50% is the underworld of the Kensington. 50% is my religion. I do Palo, but a lot of people know it as Santeria, Ifa. I don't do voodoo, but it's all types. It's so much different levels of this shit, though, bro. There's so much different parts of this shit. I ain't gonna explain so much, but that's why I'm blessed the way I am. Oh yeah, I blessed me with the gifts that I got, and our goon keep me from out of jail and from being killed and everything. And LA Guard, me and him, my old soul, we like this.
Lock it in with me, or you gon' lock with them? Yeah, we diamonds in the rough, but I'm a different gem. 3 ways, it ain't no stopping, and we rockin' them. Talk about baby, I'm a slime, I'm a slack, feel them stronger than ladies. You a road and you was right. He died on the scene, he couldn't even pay.
I was just sitting here paying attention, but I was about to ask. He prayed to like different gods, cause if you heard, he was like, me and Lagua, me and old soul, we like that, and me and Algoon, he protects me, keeps me out of jail, and then it's really complex, and I feel like I gotta do a little bit more research on it. Cause like I said, I got lost. Cause once I discovered this different gods and different levels and tiers and shit, I'm like, God damn, I lost. I always thought it was just, everybody prayed to a God, one. It's like different sectors in the corporate office up there. All right, let's keep it going.
Outside of Philly, Chicago is Skrilla's #2 fan base. In fact, the numbers on Spotify show that he gets just about as much love out there than he gets here. One of the things that will help Skrilla is his consistency. Since 2022, he has released 6 mixtapes or albums, and it's not like he's just flooding us with anything. There's a lot of good music in those 6 albums, with Underworld being his only official album released under Priority Records.
Skrilla. Yes, sir. I see the fit. Can you explain it for him?
This is when I walk in. I mix the Bardella. I got the Mary's on. with my dog shit, the only focus, he just gave me this shit, he just blessed me with this shit, the only focus.
Philly brand.
And, you know, I put those t-shirts, you know, some Philly shit.
Right.
And I got this custom shit my mom made for me, a little custom knitted hat here. And, you know, I'm bust down and shit like that, you know. That means Skrilla, you heard?
Yeah.
That means Skrilla, you heard?
I mean you.
Yeah, I want some different shit.
What era would you say was your favorite when it came to fashion?
I'm born in '98 though, but I really with the '90s though, like with the A-Rap shit.
Yeah.
I like New York, the way New York drip, but like right now though, cause everybody on the same shit though. So when you do different shit, they really be on you, bro.
Shit, what you got coming up?
I'm dropping a couple singles, but I got my tape that I'm dropping Underworld on Halloween. I'm dropping that shit on the 30th, the day before Halloween. I didn't know the rules when you on a big dipper.
On a big.
Hey yo, we outside. Hey yo, Jersey all up this
And the biggest members out there. We've been outside for a week. Like all day.
Hey, join.
Hawk spit about the whip, swerve.
They not join for real. I'm join for real. That join is a crazy join. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Rate me on the 1 to 10 on the impersonations. Let's do that for me down in the comments.
Go deep inside of Johnny, let's go start the heart. Brody said the whole summer he just snatched his hoes. Damn, that's my whole life goal. Feel 40, bro, just hawk shit down. Brody put a switch on back to Glick and changed the millisecond. 41 millimeter, 30K spin on my rollie. I supply the team with all stolies and a couple oldies. Should've fucking told me. I got that shit done yesterday like that shit was a OB. Put a tracker on the whip, the air tag on her, me locate the ops. 762's type the beanie, take a fucking lock. Why you think I drop my thumb, bitch? I'm the biggest drop. Wearing different hoods, trying to catch a hop and blow. Wally got hit in his back, now he can't move his toe. They gon' get you if I need them. Swerve. Hit the gas, this bitch go turbo.
In September of 2024, he was in Chicago to connect with friends and make music. After a studio session, as he was leaving, he was unexpectedly shot in the leg. When explaining the situation to DJ Academics, he says it was on some random shit, but we all know better than that. Skrilla vividly described the chaotic aftermath of the shooting. He said that the bullet went in and out of his thigh, he said, leaving him with a leg that was stuck straight for a while. Despite the severity of the injury, he claims he didn't feel any pain at first.
I'm lost on what happened, but I heard a couple stories. Brandon Buckingham, know who that is, right? Okay. You guys have a good rapport. You've done videos before, right? I don't know. Why did you go to Chicago?
I just was going to Chicago to go link with some friends I got out of Chicago.
Okay, so tell me if the story I heard is right. Apparently I ain't checking or something like that, and somebody tried to shoot y'all, and then the story said that they tried to shoot it, I guess you, or maybe people you were with. They said you got shot and Brandon Buckingham's cameraman got shot, but I look at you, you look all right. What happened, brother?
Nah, we was in the studio. I was in the studio. Bang, I make some music.
Were you in an area you shouldn't be, though? Be honest.
Nah, I wasn't nowhere I shouldn't be. I don't know. I was where I wanted to be. I was in the studio. I leave out the studio. Whoa.
As soon as you leave the studio?
Once I leave the studio, whoa. I get hit in my leg. That shit go in and out of my leg.
You tell me a real story?
Yeah.
You really got shot?
Yeah. I really got shot, though.
You didn't walk in here with a limp? What? That was a couple months ago, so maybe you healed.
Like a month ago. Yeah, I was cool, though. Like.
Did you have an idea where that was behind? Like, they mad at you, whoever these people are?
I don't even know.
Just random.
I don't even know.
I heard y'all was in the studio making a diss song, man. You can't go to Chicago to make a diss song about the Chicago nigga, bro. Come on, bro. That's not Zombieland.
I don't even know.
Be honest, all seriousness. In those moments, you leave the studio, you're probably feeling good, you made a good song, whatever. That shit happened. Is your heart racing like, what the fuck, yo, I could die? Like, you know, like that just seems unexpected. Like you're...
Yeah, you know, when I got shot, I'm like, damn, I'm not even one of them to get shot. I'm like, damn. And then my truck, though, I had, though, the bullets hit the tires, too, so the two front tires was flat.
After he was shot, his frantic search for medical attention was met with the first hospital apparently being closed, according to him. When they finally found another hospital.
So I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened. was in Chicago. Bloodhound and them, Brandon Buckingham and them. And they was in the studio. Somehow, the low got dropped. And they got sat on. They sat there and waited till the first people that came out their door. That's what happened. It's all over the internet. If they ain't, go do your research on it. But yeah, that was crazy.
He checked to make sure it was open before getting out of the car because his leg was immobile. Once at the hospital, Skrilla was met with suspicion from police who attempted to question him about the incident 3 or 4 times. He maintained his innocence and lack of knowledge of the shooters, telling them, quote, "I don't know nothing. I'm not even from Chicago." The shooting reveals the dangers he faces as a rapper who continues to immerse himself in the street life, even as his career progresses. The incident in Chicago shows how close Philly came to losing yet another rapper. He also acknowledges that the shooting was a wake-up call that made him, quote, tighten his shit up a little bit.
I needed that though.
No, you didn't.
Needed that. That's like, wake up, John.
What would you take away from that? Would you like? I know you say you needed it, but how do you process that or change how you move afterwards?
I just needed that wake up call, so it tightened me up a little bit, like tighten my shit up a little bit. But ain't nothing changed though. It just tightened me up though. Like,
did you kind of feel guilty because I think they said Brandon Buckingham was out there filming a video with you, and his cameraman got hit. Do you feel like, damn? You don't think maybe, I don't know if you were involved in some shit. Like, that's always, I always be thinking, I'm like, imagine if I'm out with somebody and then some shit that I'm involved with get somebody else hurt.
Nah, that shit come with this lifestyle though. That shit a part of this shit.
Did anyone die? Okay, that's good. That's good. But how many people got shot? Do you know?
Like 4 or 5 people got shot.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like 60 shots.
60 shots?
Yep. You ain't see that shit?
There's a video?
No, it was on the news though.
No, I seen it on the news. Of course I seen it on the news.
There is much more to this incident, which I'll break down in my next video, but it gets a lot deeper than what's portrayed in the academics interview.
This is the story of how I almost died in Chicago.
They shot the white boy. And all of a sudden I woke up and heard gunshots.
At 2:24 a.m. outside a recording studio in Chicago, Illinois, 6 gunmen hopped out firing over 60 rounds towards me at close range, nearly killing me. Next, we headed to Harold's to get some food before making our way to the recording studio, which ended up being the location our future shooters would find us at. These are the final moments I filmed before we exited the recording studio, and were met by 6 masked gunmen who emptied over 60 rounds at us at close range, injuring 4 people.
The shooting happened right outside of Studios. As a matter of fact, I want you to come take a look at this. One of the bullets pierced this door, and that's not the only one. We found a shell casing on the sidewalk, the same sidewalk where 4 men were shot.
One of which was my cameraman named Matt, who among all of the chaos of being struck in the jugular by a bullet, actually picked up the camera and began filming his immediate reactions to being shot. Then the police arrived, and we captured my initial interactions with them as Matt was being taken off in the ambulance. I have no idea what happened to her. I have no idea.
You came out of right here?
All I heard was gunshots, and that's all.
You came out of you started hearing gunshots?
All I heard was gunshots, yeah.
You were in right?
I don't remember. I do not remember where we were. I didn't see anyone. I don't know what anyone looks like, and yeah. So as you can see, I refuse to cooperate with police. And while some fools on the internet like academics are asking me if I'm gonna go get revenge for my cameraman,
I don't gotta say nothing. You probably know who was responsible for doing it. Are you gonna go spin?
A month before he was shot, he lost his close friend.
I'm with academics, nigga. You need that get back. I'm tit for tat. I'm trying to get over even. We need that get back. Are you gonna spin? I'm with academics on some shit.
YBC duel and a murder that reverberated throughout the city. Despite the trauma of the shooting, Skrilla seems to have a level of acceptance about the inherent dangers associated with his lifestyle. He says that that's what comes with his lifestyle and that One day you die, and that's okay. This attitude shows the normalization of violence in the environment Skrilla frequents and the difficult reality of navigating those spaces. His experience in Chicago adds a layer of complexity to his public persona. It reveals a vulnerability that contrasts with his often reckless and carefree image. It also shows the delicate balance that he seems to be trying to strike between maintaining his street credibility and building a successful music career. Skrilla's story illuminates the complexity of growing up in an environment where poverty and drug addiction are rampant. Most kids don't stand a chance. While he had a loving family, the pull of the streets and the allure of easy money proved too strong to resist for Skrilla. On his latest music release, Zombie Love, Kensington Paradise, Skrilla shows his ability and willingness to go outside of his pocket, with the last half of the 19-song album having a completely different sound than the first half. If he continues to diversify his sound, I personally think Skrilla has all the ability in the world. His rapping is effortless, although it obviously isn't for everyone. The biggest criticism Skrilla receives is his sloppiness in interviews, and that includes, of course, his drug use. As someone who's in recovery and having had some of the same addictions Skrilla suffers from, I can understand on one hand where he is as a person. The fact that he openly talks about it shows he's willing to accept his situation and isn't making excuses. But the dangerous part is, the more money he makes, the harder the addiction can be to deal with. And with opiates, sometimes the only way out is Suboxone or Methadone if you don't die from an overdose first. So we'll see what happens with that. But these things often get worse before they get better. If you want to support the channel more, head over.
That was part one of the Skrilla documentary. None of my opinions actually changed on Skrilla. You know, I did find it kind of crazy that he come from a good background. Usually, you know, people that's in that street, they be really fucked up in life. Like, shit, mama strung out on dope. Goddamn, they be in and out the system and shit. In and out the foster care system and shit. Got a juvenile homes and, you know, real fucked up lives. And ain't got nowhere else to go by the time they 15, 16 and shit. So they just depend on the street. This is how I know y'all want part 2 or not. Get this video to 1,500 likes, and we're gonna do part 2. It's your boy Snorm.